Hey, it's Clark Reid, back with more tech headlines for you. You know, you can do us a solid by smashing that like button, use an iron rod if you have one, or you can subscribe too. Tap the little bell icon under the video window, or mash that one too with your iron rod. I don't care. After the government not only cut ties with Anthropic over their refusal to let the government use Claude for mass surveillance of U.S. citizens or operating weapon systems without human intervention, the government also designated the company as a supply chain risk, which can significantly affect their business. Engadget.com reports Anthropic now has sued the government over this, as expected. The lawsuit claims the designation is unlawful and violated free speech and due process rights. Anthropic's statement to media said, "These actions are unprecedented and unlawful. The Constitution does not allow the government to wield its enormous power to punish a company for its protected speech." The AI company further stated that the government action was part of an unprecedented and unlawful campaign of retaliation. So now the slugfest in the courts begins. Defense Intelligence and Security Service in Holland has revealed that the Russians are in the midst of a large-scale global hacking campaign against Signal and WhatsApp users. According to TechCrunch.com, they're using phishing and social engineering techniques instead of malware to take over accounts on those apps. They're posing on Signal as the app's support team, which they don't have. On WhatsApp, they're abusing linked devices. That's what lets your user use. You can use a secondary device like your laptop or your tablet with it. Well, anyway, this is just a word of the wise. Even platforms that have fully encrypted messaging can be hacked. Pennsylvania is the newest state to jump into the fight against dynamic pricing. A bill in their legislature would ban unfair methods of competition and unfair or deceptive acts or practices in the conduct of any trade or commerce, namely promoting or engaging in dynamic pricing. In the bill, the dynamic pricing refers to changing the prices of essential goods or services within a 24-hour period based on demand or other factors, including the use of artificial intelligence. Now, Mashable.com notes that the dynamic pricing has become more common with retailers the last several years, and some of them you will see them using the terms surge pricing. Uber uses this, for example. Another aspect is of surveillance pricing is where they use the customer's behavior and characteristics to set different costs for the same damned item. And algorithms use that user data, sometimes generate generalized data, like when demand is highest, but others, it's personalized data, like your demographic, to determine the cost. And here you thought it was just the increase in prices due to the Iran war and bumping up grocery prices because of gasoline. Other states considering legislation concerning surveillance pricing are Arizona, Florida, Hawaii, Illinois, Kentucky, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, and Washington. And speaking of dynamic pricing, a site called PS Prices has been tracking prices on Sony's digital game store and noticed that some games were being offered at different prices to different users. What's more, those offers are tracked in the PlayStation API with experimental identifiers. The site says Sony's running A/B testing on prices for over 150 different games in 58 regions, although so far the U.S. doesn't seem to be included. Now, this is another reason that states are stepping in where the feds won't and passing laws against dynamic pricing, which is just a sneaky way to take more money out of your pocket, and in a lot of cases, without you even knowing about it. I'm Clark Reid, and you're technified for now.